Welcome back, adventurers. Well, this week we have something a little different for you. A change is afoot. Find out what that is as we welcome you into this week's edition, sailing the beautiful turquoise waters of Turkey and giving you an interesting Portofino update where you will feel really switched on. So come on board, kick off your shoes and come barefoot with us. We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors, sailing and travelling around the globe. Join us as we share the adventure and explore the beauty of the world, because life is better barefoot.
Well, hi folks, it's John and Ellie again, and we just thought we'd start off by letting you know that there's going to be a few changes to our normal viewing.
Every week we're going to show you the sailing segment which is obviously several months behind. We're obviously going to do a Portofino update, which we've tried to put into every episode as well. But in addition to that, we are going to do a real-time update showing all of you guys where we are and what we're doing.
That's right.
Why is it so exciting, honey?
Well, you know, there's so much that happens for us on a weekly basis, and we just kind of let that go, and, you know, we don't kind of update everybody on what's happening. And really, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So we thought it'd be really good to give you an update. And also, you know, we travel a lot when we're not sailing. And in the past, we haven't actually featured that in our sailing because we weren't sailing.
We've traveled all through India. We have traveled through Nepal. We haven't shown you any of that. We have Turkey in the winter season as well.
And Morocco.
We're going to show you the really exciting bits of where we are and what we're seeing and what we're doing. At the moment, we're doing housework and cutting down.
When he says housework, he means
house jobs.
House jobs, like cutting down trees and, fixing toilets and fences and all sorts of things that need fixing because we've been away for such a long time. What's been happening this week?
Well, probably the most exciting thing that's coming up is we have been invited to the launch of a brand new, first ever carbon catamaran made by the boatyard called Cure. So this is a Cure 55 carbon fiber performance catamaran that is being built in Australia, in Queensland. So we are going to do a tour of the yard and we're going to be at the launch. So that's all being organised in the background. So we will take you to see that with us, which will be absolutely exciting.
It's going to be awesome. Very excited about that.
We are also continuing to work on our digital nomad visa. It's kind of technically difficult because we have to fit into a few criteria which we don't quite fit into really because we're not making very much money doing it, and we have to make more money with online stuff. But we are doing a few working around things to try and get that to happen. What else are we doing, honey? On
a day-to-day basis, we're still exercising because it's really important that when you're off the boat, you keep up your exercise, because we notice when we're on the boat, we feel really fit and really healthy and kind of, at a premium health.
Yeah, really. Because every day you're swimming, you're pulling ropes, you're walking, you're carrying groceries. You don't have the luxuries of a car usually. So we tend to keep very fit on the boat. Then we get off the boat, we come home to Australia, we meet all our family and friends and eat Christmas food.
So we tend to put on weight and all sorts of things, and I'm sure you guys can relate. So exercising is number one priority. Also, every morning when we wake up, we have a ritual where we do a meditation and we do yoga. So that's back on track. And also, we're learning Italian.
Yeah, so we've got on an app, we are learning Italian because we're going to be in Italy for several months in all probability while we get the Portofino delivered in one way or the other in Italy. So we made the point that we do have to learn Italian, because previously we were really just thinking about learning Spanish, because once you leave Italy and go west, you have Spain, and then all of the Caribbean islands are Spanish speaking and not Italian speaking. And then once we leave Italy, we'll then start learning Spanish.
Tune in next week. We're doing okay, but we're starting off very easy, so,
The other thing we really want to let you know that we have done in this last few weeks, we have uploaded about 8 of the TUFMINDS videos onto YouTube, and we're going to release these next week. And the reason we tell you that is for 2 reasons. One, to let you know that they're there, because they are amazing videos that give you personal resilience and mental strength, but also because for all of our subscribers, you're going to be hit with all these notifications of every single video
Ping,
as
ping,
it's
ping.
uploaded. So there's a suicide crisis module for anybody who's imminently thinking about taking their own life. Then there are the positive mindset modules.
There's also modules there for your everyday life, like relaxation, stress management, and just to kind of get you back when you're a little bit off kilter.
And one to help you go to sleep. These are really, really effective, and obviously they're free.
So we've duplicated them. They are on the app.
Probably the best way to use these relaxation processes when you're going to bed. Put your earphones on, start the audio or start the video, and just go to sleep with the audio playing, because there are subconscious messages that you will get through the audios that improve self-confidence and self-esteem.
And help strengthen your resolve. So they work very well. And of course, we've been really busy meeting up with friends and relatives. Of course, you're inundated as soon as you get home. People go, great, you're home. Cool. Well, we're coming over, you know, which is really lovely. We love that. So that's been really busy for us as well.
But we have to organise our calendar so there's no duplicate visits.
It's kind of a few double bookings. You know, you have 80th birthday parties, and unfortunately you have a funeral, and
Yeah,
you have,
we have a funeral
you know,
coming
all
up.
those kind of things that happen. So yeah, we're really busy is what we're trying to say. We're not sitting on our hands doing nothing, because a lot of people have said, so what do you do at home? You know, now that you're not sailing, you're busy, what do you do at home? So that just gives you a little insight on, we are really busy.
It's wonderful. We're enjoying
is.
being at home so much, and we are making the most of our time doing all these things that we want to get done and we're enjoying doing.
But we are focused on learning things. We do things to actually stimulate the brain and stimulate the mind. So I think we've got enough on at the moment that we're trying to learn and cope with. So that's it from us, guys. This is the Real Live Update. We hope you enjoy the change in format. So let's get back to the exciting video stuff.
So, you've sailed into a new country. Exciting, right? Whether you're a seasoned sailor or just starting your voyage, arriving by boat opens up a whole new world of adventure. Here are some top tips to help you make the most of the first moments on land. Before you even drop the pick, make sure you've done your homework. Know the local places, laws, and the best places to dock. This information can be obtained by the cruising guides and the websites for cruises called Noon Site. A little research can save you a big headache in the end. Here's another tip: clear customs and immigration. And always check in with local authorities. This is a must. Some countries have specific requirements for foreign boats. Example, in Turkey you need a blue card, which is a poo card license, which means you have to pump out your black waste every 2 weeks. So this means make sure you're all set with your necessary paperwork, because no one likes surprises in the end. Connect with local sailors. It's always a great idea to talk to fellow sailors. They know the lay of the land and the best marinas and where to get the best supplies. Plus, you might find some hidden gems only locals know about. For example, when we met Ken and Tanya from the Cunning Plan, they advised us to use the Post Office Turkey for accessing money, as the bank fees on all other ATMs charge a whopping 8%. And that's huge.
Like 60 euros. They're going to charge us.
So thanks again, Ken and Tanya, for that huge tip. And on that note, when you do withdraw money from the ATMs for the first time, make sure you know an easy way of calculating the conversions. So when you're handing over money in shops, you know whether it is a reasonable cost or whether you are being done. As an example, some shops selling Turkish delight will charge 400 lira a kilogram compared to the best price, which is 90 lira a kilogram. That's a huge difference. Phone and data. You're getting a SIM card. So they're more expensive this year than they were last year. But we need a lot of data, not so many calls and not so many texts, but we need a lot of data.
And that's also we can send out the videos to you guys, so make sure you like, subscribe and ding the bell, because that's why we're paying 1,480 lira for you guys. Come on, you gotta subscribe.
Obviously, one of the very first steps you'll need to take is to get set up with your local telephone and data companies. Again, you need to shop around as prices will vary enormously. And if you can get advice from local cruisers in advance as to which is the best service, that is really the best way to go. Obviously, you need to get data for using maps to find your way around, the phone to call marinas and shops and to get services done on your boat, and of course data for researching where you can get products or where to go. We also need data quite a lot for posting our videos. Stock up smart. When you dock, take time to restock your boat with essentials, food, water if necessary, and fuel. And don't forget about the local specialties. There's nothing better than tasting the local flavour while you're on your journey. And as soon as you're able to, go to a large supermarket so you can establish in your own mind what the normal price is and what you should be paying for food and vegetables and other everyday items. This really helps when you then go out to markets or other street vendors that have no display pricing to know if you are being charged a reasonable amount or not. It's also important to find out if negotiation on price is acceptable or required in each country, and your fellow yachties should be able to give you this information up front. The next tip is to find the best restaurants. Get advice from your sailing friends as where they have found the best local places to eat, and then look around and enjoy trying out different restaurants for yourself to make up your own mind. The best places to go. Check out your local tourist shops and see what's available and see what destinations they are selling. The tourist shops may also offer day trips or short excursions to spectacular places inland, which can be an absolutely amazing experience. And because you're on a boat, there should be tourist boats that visit all the best destinations and will often display pictures of maps and where to go. By checking these out, you can make up your own decisions about creating your own itinerary and your own trips on your own boat, saving money and going in your own time. Stay safe and be respectful. Remember, you're a guest in a new place, so be mindful of local customs, laws and environmental rules. A little respect goes a long way in ensuring smooth sailing throughout your stay. So there you have it. With these tips in your back pocket, you're ready to make the most of your stay. So now it's time to completely immerse yourself in the culture, cuisine, characters and geography of your new country.
So another exciting day at Portofino, and we are just getting the samples of the light fittings.
They gave us a coffee, so we got lots of energy. On!
And the tails is very important. Everything will be stainless steel. This is aluminum. This is the standard galvanized nut, and this is the stainless steel that we ordered, special order for this project. So we order all these screw. We order stainless steel 304, because the screw they don't make in 316. 304 it's okay. This small screw will hold the encoder to our plate, because the encoder come with a standard plate that is this, but we made a customized plate with a hole for the screw to assemble the product all together. This is our custom-made encoder. Why is custom-made? Because we have an additional cable here. You can see from the back of the cover, even this is customized for Portofino. We have, instead of the standard 3 connection, we have 1 extra connection that we require for an additional push button. So you can have a complete waterproof push button outside, especially close to the transom. Then when you arrive in the dark, you have your push button there, 100% waterproof, tick, you push and the light come on. After that, you can dimmer. This technology is a standard technology in the market and is 0 to 10 volts. The encoder work is to supply DC power to this controller, 0 to 10 volts. 0 to 10 volts means that when I rotate it counterclockwise, I dim the light to 0. But we don't want to dim to 0, because if I dim to 0 from here and I go in the other switch and then switch on, it will not come. So we require from the company to make a driver not 0 to 10, but 1 to 10. You can see, and here is right 1 to 10. So even if I go 0 with this, this will not go 0. You maintain always 10% of the light. So in a case then your dimmer is at the minimum level, the light will always remain on 10% of the brightness, to give you at least a little bit of light to walk on the boat safe. This is a encoder, then normally come with a normal plate like this. We make a customized plate, because this plate can be screwed in the back of the external plate. So the assembly will be very easy, because this one, I have here, this one come with the 4 holes for flat head screw to fix in the wall, in the balconies, anywhere in the wood or the furniture. So I'll make the hole for this. This will come in the back here. I make the hole for this. I fix with 4 screw, and I fix the plate on top of this with 2 small, very small screw here. And the final result is this screw is flat.
Beautiful.
When I assemble all the product, I'm going to assemble all the product. This will go inside the box like this, and this will go here. This is the bottom. You put here. Done. And there is 1 screw too tight here, and this is your encoder. You cannot see nothing.
It's beautiful.
But to disassembly is 1 minute. We will give you spare parts of this to keep on board. One of these is going to broke. Take it out, plug in, and put in it.
And the Portofino logo. But look, no screws.
Completely invisible.
This is a full customized driver. Then is synced in the silicone.
Right.
This is 100% waterproof. You can put in the water.
Oh, you mean sealed? Oh, wow. It
This
is
is silicone.
completely sunk in silicon. Wow.
Cannot be damaged by water
Wow.
or humidity, or of course the cable, it will be here. Cable is no. But the electronics is synced in the silicone.
They should do that for all the motherboards on aircons, and we spent thousands of dollars because the motherboards are broken.
We know that.
In Australia, from lizards running over the top and then shorting out the...
you know, the best thing to do is to just anticipate the customer dream. This is our philosophy. What you dream, we need to design already. You know, when you come with the dream, it's done. That is the best.
That's what he was trying to tell you. Something silicon.
Here we have the super protected connector, where you come with it directly with the 48 volts of our system, because you don't find a driver 48 volts, very difficult. And the output, because we want to standardize in the boat, we want to reduce as much as possible the spare parts. This one have a deep switch here. This deep switch allowed to decide if you want outlet 12, 24 or 48.
Wow.
No need to customize the light. This light is 24 volts, this spotlight. But I can decide, because the strip light could be 48, but the spotlight could be 24. Doesn't matter. We have a dip switch, and with the unique driver, then with one spare part you can replace
Every
all of
single
them.
one.
Just you have to know then when you replace, you check the position of the dip switch. That is one driver for everything.
Wow.
Can I see the
That's
dip
very
switch?
good.
How do you change it? Oh, I see. Wow. Okay. Oh, great.
Just like
Easy.
switch.
So with this and this and this, we complete the system.
Wow.
One,
very
two,
clever.
three.
Just every time you come here, there is something unique for Portofino. Designed and manufactured by Portofino. And the thing is, like Rafa said, is he's always thinking about what is the customer's dream? Like what is going to make it easy for the customer? So, and they come up with stuff all the time.
Another reason, because we made a different plate with 1, 2,
3 and 4.
3 and 4 slot, because we save space, and I like much more to see one plate with 4
Yeah.
wheel than 4 plate and 4 wheel.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have just one unique plate
It is.
with 4 wheel, more stylish
Yeah.
and save space.
So now they've been designed, the choice is what color to have. So we can either have black, or we can have slate or charcoal color. I mean, the black is really sexy, very appealing, but I think the charcoal is not so intense, and it seems to be softer and adds a little bit more softness to the boat. On the top here, it's got a gold logo of Portofino, and on the bottom one it's got a silver. Okay, so what we have here is the option of the gold, which is very lovely, but it means that you'd have to have a lot of goldish kind of fittings, whereas if you go silver, a lot of the things are already silver like. So what do you think, guys? Silver or gold? Black or slate charcoal? Put your comments below. Give us a hand. Which one would you have?
The knob come with double O-ring.
Oh,
The first is for the touch. Even if you have wet hand, you have good touch. The second one is to protect the system. This is the new nut in stainless steel. And as you can see here, is very well sealed. But we have an extra O-ring, then it's going to work there. So even if some water spray, you have this O-ring, then it's going to work on this hole. It's calibrated to work together like this. We designed not tight, not too much tight, because this have to work push button to push.
Right, yeah.
So if we make so tight, after the push have problem. Waterproof is for splash. Watertight is sink it.
Okay.
We cannot make it watertight.
We don't
We
want
can make
sinking.
waterproof. If you sink the boat, when this reach 3 meters, the light is the last problem. But waterproof is very important. If you spray some water, nothing happens, because you have an additional O-ring inside.
Oh, but this is watertight.
This is complete water. This is also marine aluminium 6082, and is also anodized. The color is the anodization. We require a minimum of 30 micron of anodization, our standard. They make per our standard. So this is forever.
It's lovely. This is really important. It's important to keep the standard of your boat and the quality of your boat right up there, because it's a big investment. It just takes Portofino to the next level, because as you can see, it's not just go into a lighting manufacturer and grab some lights off the shelf and put them in plastic and all that sort of thing, where you see little screws and whatnot. These are designed, Portofino designed.
Think about it, then in the side of your bed you are going to have 2 of this, one each side, and 2 switch. Because when you forget to switch this, the roof light, like always happen,
Yeah.
you have to wake up and go to the switch and switch off. So with this, you operate the reading light, the 2 reading lights.
Yes.
but there is behind in the side another switch, then switch on and off the roof light. So when you are there, you want to switch on, you switch on, you want to switch off, you switch off. But the reading light, it will be operated by all of this.
Beautiful.
The same one, just to give you tips, will operate the ventilation of the kitchen.
Oh.
You have one of this for the extractor fan
Oh.
of the kitchen, then is the same fan of the air conditioning.
Ah.
48 volts, 0-10 volts,
Uh-huh.
operated by 0-10 volts. So you have one of this in the kitchen to operate your extractor fan. Then it's not a standard extractor fan, but we are going to use the same blower installed on the air conditioning. We get one from the company, from Blue Airco, as a spare part, and we will fit in the kitchen, and it's much more powerful than a standard extractor fan of the kitchen that you find in the market. And you operate with this, so it will be super silent. You can run slowly, or if you fry something, you don't want the smell of the frying in the boat, you put full speed there, and it will suck everything.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
And the same will be the extractor fan of the engine room.
Okay, I was wondering about that. Yeah.
But we will manage not by an open like this, we will manage by a special page in the Raymarine screen.
Okay.
So from there you can operate your extractor fan, because Raymarine can be set up to provide one line 0-10 volts. So the 0-10 volts will provide by Raymarine, and you adjust by the finger on the touchscreen Raymarine.
Okay.
Nice.
With we are working with Raymarine to have in the screen also the engine room temperature.
Yeah,
So
very
you know what is the engine room temperature. Maybe we can connect an automatic system. Then since the temperature is high, the blower is working. When the temperature is coming down, automatically switch off.
You're saying these buttons look very sexy?
Go on, press it, press it, press it. Oh, oh.
I've never called a switch sexy before, but I have now. Also, thanks to our awesome Patreons for helping us help others in need. Until next week, guys, hold fast to your dreams, for like the wind in the sails, they propel you towards endless possibilities.
So let's get back to the exciting video stuff.
It's that you got to cover, not that.
No, they're not.
Blooper.